Sis, will you divorce Bob? Susan, what's with you all of a sudden? You want me to divorce my husband? I'm sorry, sis. Bob is mine now. Yes? I have no idea what you mean. Besides, I don't want anything to do with you. I told you not to contact me unless you had something to do. Oh, it's pretty important. I'm going to get your husband. Oh, really? Is it true then? Bob is yours? Yes. I'm sure Bob will divorce you soon, so you better get ready to move out. It's so sudden, I can't think straight. Were you having an affair with my husband? I wouldn't call it cheating. I just told him I'm your sister and went to see him. Then, Bob was instantly attracted to me. Is it because I'm beautiful? Men are so simple. Don't lie to me. It's impossible for him to fall in love with you just by going to see him. But his eyes were like hearts. You seduced him anyway, didn't you? Well, I did touch his body a little bit, but it was him who asked me out. I said no because you are my sister's husband. I said no. He said that you are the ideal woman for me. No matter what I said, it didn't matter. We became very close before we knew it. You are a piece of shit. How far do you have to go to trample on people's lives? What? Did I do something? Don't tell me you've forgotten. I was kicked out of my parents' house because of you. I didn't spend a single penny of your money. You claimed that I stole money from your wallet. My parents were furious because they believed only your story. I can't tell you how much it hurt me when my own parents called me a thief. You were a failure since you were a little girl. But unlike you, I was always a good girl. Of course our father and mother would believe me. It's not that you were a good girl. You were just acting like a good girl. Why did you lie about me stealing the money? Because you were in my way. I wanted to keep Mom and Dad to myself. You were well taken care of. But I still didn't like having you around. I laughed when you got kicked out. You insisted to the end that you didn't do it. You were even shedding tears. You're still saying nothing but trashy things, aren't you? I want you to be unhappy. Seeing my pathetic sister makes me realize how blessed I am. And to push me further to the bottom, so now you've stolen my husband. Don't treat me like a thief. It's not my fault that he chose me. You're still a bitch, aren't you? If you keep taking things from people like that, you're going to get hurt sooner or later. Let me tell you something. Even if I was the one who initiated it, the reason why Bob fell for me is because you're not attractive, are you? Huh? Unlike me, you have an unfortunate appearance, right? And you were too busy with work or something and you neglected to keep yourself attractive. You can't complain if he dumps you. It's not all my fault. How can you say that? You're totally lost me. I'm sorry. The house you're staying in now is for me and Bob. You loser, sister. Get the hell out of the house. You little... I'll never forgive you. You'd better remember that. I'm not scared of you, sis. I'm going to live a lovey-dovey newlywed wife with him from now on. You get divorced as soon as possible. Hey there, sis. How are you? Have you gotten used to living alone? I'm getting along well with Bob. Bob tries to hold my hand when we sleep. He says he doesn't want to be away from me even for a moment. He loves me too much. Is that all you have to say? What? If you've only come to make fun of me, I'll leave you to it. No. I'm calling today because I have an important announcement. What? I heard you run a company. That's none of your business. I guess it's not. What do you mean? It's amazing, isn't it? You started your own company, a web designing company. Sales seem to be growing quite a bit. So what? I've always been interested in the IT industry. So what? I'm thinking of taking over your company. What? What is that? Are you still trying to take something away from me? Oh, I'm going to take everything that belongs to you. What is that? Because I can't allow my sister to be the president of this company. You have to crawl at the bottom. Taking my husband away from me isn't enough? I want you to be miserable. You're like the devil, aren't you? Isn't it enough that you took my parents, my husband, and kicked me out of the house? I have nothing more to lose, so go enjoy your life. I wish that would happen. I have a hard time being satisfied, don't I? But you're bluffing about getting the company, aren't you? You're just an ordinary company employee. I heard a good thing from Bob. What? Bob's father owns the office building where your company is located, right? That's right. I heard that the lease is about to expire. But he won't renew the lease with you anymore. What? That's going to be a problem for you, isn't it? It's not so easy to move an office, is it? Wait a minute. I didn't hear anything about not renewing the contract. It looks like it was decided on short notice. Maybe you did something about it. Nothing in particular. I just complained to him that you have been mean to me for a long time. When was I mean to you? Well, I did embellish my story a little bit. It's not just heaping it on, it's bullshit. You were the one who was mean to me. But when I cried and said I can't forgive my sister, my father-in-law felt sorry for me. Men have a soft spot for beautiful women, don't they? Well, that's partly his fault, but you do whatever it takes to torture me, do you? How much more do you want to take away from me? I told you. I'm the kind of person who can't get enough of you. You really are a bitch, aren't you? But I negotiated with him. What did you negotiate? If you give me the company, you'll still get to use the building. What? If you had to suddenly move your office, it would be a problem for your employees. But if I become the president, you don't have to relocate it. I'm so nice, aren't I? How dirty are you? Sis, are you frustrated? I took away your husband, your house, everything. And the company is mine too. That's enough. I'll give it all away. What? Take it all away from me. Is it okay? You give it away so easily, don't you? Is that what company means to you? I can't negotiate with you. I can't have a decent conversation with you. That's why I'm giving up the company. Are you happy? That's my sister. You know what you're talking about. Now you have nothing to talk about, right? Nope, I'm quite satisfied. I'm sure you are. I'm stepping down after all the formalities. Oh my God! Are you out of your mind? I'm really going to get the company. It's funny that you're going from being the CEO to being unemployed. It's a fitting end for you, sis. Sis? What? I'm busy. Can we talk later? You just became president, so you're busy too, right? You're just calling to humiliate me again. You better stop doing that. It's not that. Something's wrong. Huh? Employees are quitting one by one. I got this company from you. What's going on? I don't know. Why is everyone quitting? Just because I'm the new president? Nothing has changed from when you were the boss. I'm still paying them their salaries. You know what? Are you doing your job properly? What? Work? I'm asking if you're working as a president. Does the president have a job? Of course there is. But all what a president does is sit around and sign a paper, right? Are you underestimating company presidents? A president is in charge of the whole company. You can't be so naive. A president greets clients and makes frequent trips outside the company. He or she has to attend meetings and conferences. What? How could you try to run a company without knowing that? I'm stunned at how naive you are. Isn't a company president supposed to be someone who has a lot of free time? Of course not. Well, if you're like that, no wonder your employees are quitting. I didn't know a president was so busy. I work for a company too. I thought I could just show up on my day off. It's not a job that you can do in your spare time. Oh well, we can always hire new people when we lose people. I wonder how long you can keep that up. Huh? Well, you own the company now, so I don't really care. It kind of pisses me off, but it's okay. I have my day job. Being president is just a side job anyway. Oh well, suit yourself. I've got work to do too. Work? Sis, you are unemployed, aren't you? What? Did you get a job somewhere else already? It pisses me off. I thought I took everything away from you. Sis, what am I going to do? I got fired from my day job. Oh my, I'm sorry to hear that. Don't talk about it like it's someone else's problem. It's so bad. I thought I should do my job as president of the company because you told me so. I was working hard as a CEO while I was working outside the office at my day job. But then, my boss found out that I was working on the side. What? Working as a CEO while you were working outside the office at your day job? That means you were working on the side during working hours. And does your company prohibit side jobs? Seems so. Then it's no wonder you got fired. I mean, didn't you know that side jobs are prohibited at your company? You didn't even read the work rules? I looked at it once and didn't pay attention to it. I guess you deserved it. Oh no! It was wrong of you to try to run a company on the side of your day job in the first place. Why don't you work harder at being a CEO from now on? Well, the employees are quitting one by one. I'm the only one left in the company now. I'm sure that is the case. What do you mean that is the case? After you took my company away from me, I started a new company. What? Don't tell me. I thought I'd have to rush to recruit new employees. That wasn't necessary. My former employees kept coming back, wanting to work with me again. Oh my God! What have you done? You stole employees from my company. I didn't take anything from you. Don't lie to me. You called on them and you pulled every last one of them out of here. No, I did not. Every single one of the employees moved here of their own volition. I never asked them to join me. Really? Well, I explained in detail to everyone about why I was resigning. What? Of course, everyone was angry. They said they didn't want to work for such a black-hearted woman. Then it was like you pulled them out after all. That really pisses me off. You really have a nasty personality, sis. You're not the one who can tell me like that. But now you finally understand how I felt. Huh? That when you took everything away from me, when my family was taken from me, I was in the depths of despair. But I knew that I had to live on my own from now on. I got my heart pumping so hard. I studied so hard, and I started my own web designing company. I don't know anything about that. That's what you wanted to do, right? After that, I met Bob through my work. But you took him away from me too. Don't get me wrong, I don't need him now. That's because you weren't attractive enough. He divorced you because of that. What's with you blaming it on me? And you even took away my company. I'm sure you're going through a hard time right now. And you're going to have a hard time in the future too. But I'm not going to help you. So don't contact me anymore. Sis, pick up the phone, please. Sis! What? I told you not to call me anymore. Bob quit his job. Oh my. I guess his employer found out that he left you and married me. His coworker started giving him the cold shoulder. It made him uncomfortable to work there. He is mentally weak. I just got fired from my day job, and the company I took from you is going under. But we still have a mortgage on the house, so I thought I'd ask his father for a loan. But the truth is, he's in debt too. He can't afford to help us. What do you mean, You are cold, aren't you? I'm not interested in you. Please don't say that. Can you lend me some money? Why would I do that? Because you're my sister. Your sister is in trouble, so help me. You're the woman who stole my husband and kicked me out of the house. You're not my sister. I told you not to contact me. Don't be so cold. Please, help me. I won't even lend you a penny. Then hire me at your company. Huh? That's right. Why don't you hire me and Bob? I'll do anything, even chores. Are you kidding me? I don't care if the pay is low. Stop fooling around. We already have enough employees. I wouldn't want to hire you even for free. If we can't pay my mortgage, we will be evicted. Do something about it. I was kicked out of that house once for an unreasonable reason. I think you should feel the same way I did. Your sister could be homeless. I'd love that, That's terrible! Abandoning your family? I don't consider you family. Why should I help the woman who brought me down to the bottom in the first place? Find someone else. You're the only one I can ask. You have to help us. We've lived together as a family, haven't we? Huh? I don't understand. How can you say such a thing after taking everything from me? I won't help you. I don't want to talk to you, so I'm blocking you today. Wait! Please, I don't know what to do. You have to help me. Why don't you talk to Bob, the guy you stole? Anyway, I don't want anything to do with you ever again. Don't depend on me. Oh no! After that, my sister and her husband could no longer pay the mortgage on their house. They sold the house and moved into the house where her parents-in-law lived. Apparently, they planned to have her father-in-law support them. The office building owned by her father-in-law has been mostly vacant for some time now. The rental income seems to be decreasing. On the contrary, her parents-in-law told them to work and support them. However, the two of them have not been able to find a full-time job. Now they are working part-time from morning till night. I guess my sister thought she had me hit rock bottom. But in the end, she ended up being the one to suffer. As for me, the management of my newly established company is on track. I am busy but spending fulfilling days. I owe a lot to my employees who have followed me to this point. I have nothing but gratitude for them. I will continue to do my best to make them happy.